Okay, so here is my review of another notebook from Zlyc, which is a ring notebook, which is not designed really for a transportable use, but more to stay on desk next to a phone or something like this. And this is not the type of notebook that I go for. It's more like a fantasy notebook, and it's not really my type, but the leather is rather beautiful on this one. And let's have a look. So no pouch this time. That's the first time it happens. So it's just a paper, and you've got the notebook and you've got stamps with it. And so let's have a look at it. So it's a leather notebook with a pull-up leather that looks vintage, and you've got a compass card embossed on it, and it's a different design than the one I am used to. Again, not really a fan of, but I think it can be interesting to people who like ringed notebooks. They have a few advantages over other ones, but as a left-handed person I tend to be disadvantaged with ring notebooks, the rings being on the left. Right, so it's got a nubuck leather strap with that little thing on it. So let's open this up. Must be about 40 centimeters or something. And it's got two sides. And here you can see the color. It's red-brown, but it's brown, but it pulls towards the color red. And on this side, as you can see, it's very smooth but very active. And you've got these Zlyc embossed at the end, which I wish there were on all their notebooks, but they do not. And as you can see, it takes marks, and also you can see the color that's going to come under it by just punching it. And it stays for a while. It depends on the leather. Sometimes you do this and it leaves very quickly, and sometimes it stays quite some time. So you can get marks on it. It reacts a lot. It's a very reactive leather. And inside you've got a page marker with, again, nubuck strap. And it's an anchor with an heart, which is a nice little charm. And inside you've got the ringed notebook, which is made of 200 blank pages in an ivory color. Not as smooth as the paper you usually find in their notebooks. I think that might be better for ballpoint pens than fountain pens, because it's not quite smooth. The advantage of the ring is that you can take a page, put it in another place, and then back again, which you cannot do with a stapled notebook. And also it stays perfectly flat, which is not the case of a usual traveler's notebook. As you can see, if I take this one and open it on any page, then it's going to close again. So it doesn't... it has advantages, but I will still stay with the usual traveler's notebook. And that's how it looks. So see on this side. And also you've got decorations on the side. You've got the ring binders holding there, and then that's just for decoration. So is it a nice notebook? Definitely yes, it's good looking. All the bits are nice, they look nice. The leather is absolutely gorgeous. But it's not really, practically speaking, it's not the kind of notebook that I would go for. Though I must say it's a very nice quality notebook as well. And in terms of size, now here's an A5. That's a bit smaller, but if you compare it to a regular traveler's notebook, it's smaller and larger. It's got 1 centimeter, well, no, 1.5 centimeter on the side, and it's 3.5 centimeters less. And compared to passport size, that's the difference. I think those levers are actually quite close. As you can see, this one is lighter, and that's because it went outside and in the sun with me. And this one I think might get a little lighter if it were taken out in the sun. Also, something I like about this one is that it's still a very soft and pliable, and that's very nice. And the lever is 2mm thick, which is what I advise. Okay, so that was my review of this beautiful, though not my favorite type of notebook.